Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich and Ukrainian peace negotiators suffered symptoms of suspected poisoning this month after a meeting in Kyiv. Mr Abramovich, who accepted a Ukrainian request to help negotiate an end to the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and at least 2 senior members of the Ukrainian team were affected. Ukrainian officials poured cold water on the report by the Wall Street Journal, an investigative website Bellingcat. Your cookie settings are preventing this third-party content from displaying. If you'd like to view this content, please adjust your cookie settings. To find out more about how we use cookies, please see our cookie guide. Asked about the suspected poisoning, Ukrainian negotiator Mikhailo Podoljak said, "There is a lot of speculation, various conspiracy theories." Rustem Umarov, another member of the negotiating team, urged people not to trust unverified information. Camera icon Ukrainian forces are defending the country from Russian invasion. AP. Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba later took a similar line, saying in a television interview that everyone is thirsty for news and sensations. But he also added wryly, "I advise anyone going for negotiations with Russia not to eat or drink anything and preferably avoid touching surfaces." A US official said intelligence suggested an environmental reason for the sickening of Mr Abramovich and the negotiators, e.g., not poisoning. The official spoke on condition of anonymity and did not elaborate further. The Kremlin did not immediately respond to an emailed request for comment. According to the Wall Street Journal report, Mr Abramovich and the negotiators showed symptoms that included red eyes, constant and painful tearing, and peeling skin on their faces and hands. Mr Abramovich and the Ukrainian negotiators, including Crimean Tatar lawmaker Umarov, have since improved and their lives are not in danger, Wall Street Journal reported. A person familiar with the matter confirmed the incident too, but said Mr Abramovich had not allowed it to stop him working. The Press Association in Britain cited sources as saying Mr Abramovich had now recovered and was continuing to try to help with negotiations. Camera icon reports suggest Russian oligarch Roman Abramovich and Ukrainian officials suffered symptoms of suspected poisoning. AP. It said he had been involved in talks about securing humanitarian corridors to allow Ukrainians to leave, as well as bringing other countries to the negotiating table. Bellingcat said experts who examined the incident concluded poisoning with an undefined chemical weapon was the most likely cause. Citing the experts, Bellingcat said the dosage and type of toxin used was not enough to be life-threatening, and most likely was intended to scare the victims, as opposed to cause permanent damage. The victims said they were not aware of who might have had an interest in an attack. The 3 men who experienced the symptoms had only consumed water and chocolate in the hours beforehand, Bellingcat said. A 4th member of the team, who also consumed these items, did not experience symptoms. Russian forces invaded Ukraine on February 24 in what President Vladimir Putin calls a special military operation to demilitarize Ukraine. Camera icon Russian President Vladimir Putin. AP. Ukraine has accused Mr Putin of launching an unprovoked war of aggression. The Kremlin has said Mr Abramovich played an early role in peace talks between Russia and Ukraine, but the process was now in the hands of the 2 sides' negotiating teams. The 2 sides are due to meet in Istanbul on Tuesday for the first face-to-face peace talks in more than 2 weeks. With reporting from PA.